The couch. My name is Pratt. It's a Tuesday, and so as always we are going to be bringing you the social issue lifestyle edition of the show. Today it's a full-packed show, like a full-packed show. We are going to be bringing you at least 3 organizations that have taken it upon themselves to embark on projects that affect our society positively. If you're someone who watches the show often, you know that every now and then, I bring in these organizations that are doing amazing things within our society, sort of giving back to the society. We bring them here, they tell us about our project, we ask them how we can be of help, we help them help the society, so that ultimately it smiles all through. Everybody's smiling. We are all happy. The world is a better and wonderful place. That's our show this evening. We are going to be concentrating on philanthropic projects, the organizations, and the people who do these amazing things for the society. Good evening again. Welcome to the show. We are going to be starting off with Mingle Family International. I love the name, Mingle Family International. Now, we have with us in the studio Gloria Boatima Ando. She happens to be the CEO of this, organization. And we do know that the 28th of May is always World Menstrual Health Day. World Menstrual Health Day. So, Hygiene Day, World Menstrual Hygiene Day, World Menstrual Hygiene Day. That's the 28th of May. And so this year it's going to fall on Friday. Now, Mingle Family International has some plans, for this special day. We are going to be finding out what these plans are, what this organization is, and ultimately how all of us can join hands to make it better. Welcome, Gloria.
Thank you.
It's great to see you.
Great to see you too.
It's great to see you. We've been talking.
Yeah.
Last time I was on your...
the Women Conference.
The Women Conference.
Yeah, I think that was the last time I saw you.
Yes. Even then, virtually, but it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
And you're doing amazing stuff.
Thank you,
amazing
Mama.
stuff.
Thank you,
Proud of you.
Thank you.
And thank you, for all of these things. But let's start with Mingle Family International. Tell me about that.
So Mingle Family International is basically a suicide prevention organization that we are aimed to preventing suicide. So basically, our target is the youth, because we hear lots of youth suicide. So we engage the youth, we speak to the youth, we encourage them not to give up no matter what they face. So Mingle is more of suicide prevention, and anything that will trigger one to commit suicide, we tackle on those issues day in and day out. We have chats that helps them to understand that life is not straight, it's smooth. I mean, it can be rough sometimes, but no matter how it goes, you shouldn't give up, because there's a brighter side of life. So basically, yes, that's what Mingle Family International is into.
Right. Amazing stuff. And like I was telling you before the show, we would come back and have a full conversation on that.
Sure.
I feel there are things as a society we don't talk about that we need to talk about.
Yeah.
And suicide is one of those things. Whether we like it or not, it's here.
It's happening, yeah.
And we need to have those conversations. Sure. Okay. However, for a suicide prevention advocacy, it's strange that you are veering into menstrual health. Let's talk about that. What's your interest?
Oh, all right. So basically, we do such programs. Like I said, anything that makes one feel uncomfortable, the less privilege is our target. So before someone decides to commit suicide, it's a series of things. Mental health. So we are not actually going that way, but it's something that we do, giving back to society. So Menstrual Hygiene Day is on the 28th of May, which is this coming Friday. And we want to extend some help to the girls in Adwajiri Girls' School and then the women in the prison in Zungu. I mean, I just feel it's just right that at a day like this, you extend some help to some ladies who don't even have sanitary pads to go through this monthly thing that we women are all into. So yes, so that's what it's all about.
Right. I'm looking at the statistics and it's staggering. 95% of girls sometimes miss school due to menstruation. I didn't even know that this was the 95%.
Yeah.
In Ghana. Really?
Yeah.
95% of girls. Really?
Skip school because of menstruation, and it's because they don't have sanitary pads. So if you're flowing in 3 days, 4 days, you can't just go and sit in a classroom with no pads. You know what I mean?
Wow.
It's something we really have to look at.
You know, over the years, I've had people here with similar projects, you know, like 3 names come to mind immediately. But I don't know why, I find the statistics really, there's so much more we need to do then.
Lots.
95%.
You're just comfortable in a comfort zone.
Right.
But there are people out there who need help. I mean, girls out there who need help. So I believe that is an opportunity for everyone to come on board, to support and educate. It's not just sharing of the sanitary pads. We're going to be educating them on menstrual hygiene. Right. And then after we share the sanitary pads to them. And then in the future we think of something that can be sustainable for their parents to be able to help these girls to get sanitary pads when they are having their menstruation. They can go back to school because they can't just be home because of menstruation.
Okay, so you've chosen 2 places?
Yes.
Let's talk about them.
Okay. So I'm going to the Insawan prison. Like, okay, so there was a chat between a friend and I, and it's like, why are you doing Insawan and you're not going to the female prison? Because the last time they went there, they told them they needed sanitary pads, not the food and drinks that they bring to them. That's what the ladies there suggested. I'm like, okay, that's cool, because we'll be going to Insawan. Why not? Let's go there and visit them. It could be anybody's mom or a sister or something. The fact that the person is in prison does not mean that the person is supposed to be deprived from all these things that is actually going on. So we said, okay, cool. We called them and they were like, yeah, they were very excited that we are coming to donate some parts to them. So that's how come we went. So we're going to Insawan. And then the Adwajiri Girls' School, we've been there to have a program that's back to school, share some books with them and all that. When we saw the condition, there was not really good. So we decided to make that place a project, help the place to develop. So basically, that's how come we're going back there to support the girls with some sanitary pads, to educate them on menstrual hygiene, which I think is very important for a girl child at their age.
Right. So let's go back a bit to the Insawan prison. So the inmates complain that they don't have sanitary pads.
They don't get to use sanitary pads often. It's something that they talk
You know,
about.
it's something we don't think about.
You know, when you put them there, you just forget about them.
You know, even when people go there to do the nations, we all think about the food and the water.
Yeah.
But nobody ever thinks about
sanitary pads.
Meanwhile, every month
we flow. So imagine flowing without, it's sad. Sad. So
good stuff. So this is to the prison inmates. Now let's talk about the school. You're saying that you'd engage them.
Yes. Okay, so we'll have a professional, a lady who's he's a nurse, so she'll be talking on that education aspect, the importance of personal hygiene. Yeah. So she'll be doing that, and then she'll speak to them, show them how to use the pad, how to dispose of it, how to keep yourself clean as a woman or as a lady after during menstruation, and the do's and don'ts. And I'll be doing the motivational speaking as usual.
So what would you be telling the girls? Let's talk about it.
I mean, okay, so there's always been this thing that if you're menstruating, you're supposed to be in the house, you're not supposed to cook, you're unclean and all that. But I believe that as a woman, that's actually what makes you confident as a woman. Because you menstruate to be able to give birth, these wonderful men and women we see around, is to a woman. So when you're menstruating, it doesn't mean that you should feel very bad about yourself. You should rather be confident because it makes you a woman. It doesn't. It's not a point for you to feel bad. No, somebody's looking at me. I'm shy. I can't go there. I can't touch. No. It makes you rather a woman. Just manage yourself. Keep yourself up, and then that's good. You're good to go. You just move. So just
because there are lots of stereotypes, and we are told that you're right. When you're menstruating, you're dirty.
When you're sitting in the midst of the boys and you're slow, small, and they go like, why? Is it that time of the month?
Right.
You know those funny comments, and you'll be all cool like, oh, Charlie.
So it's almost as if there are days in a month that a girl is supposed to hide away.
Yes, sort of. Not feel confident when you sit. You want to check it, make sure that and then you feel that you're not supposed. Even at home, those that holding this, our parents they didn't used to touch anything. But it doesn't. I don't think that it should be so. As we've moved on, we've learned a lot about these things, and that all you need is to sort yourself out well. That's a person likes hygiene. Sort yourself out, and you're good to go. Get a good pad. Nobody even knows that something is happening.
Right. So you are going to be telling them about
they should own
the management of it, and also life.
Yes, how confident they should. Yeah.
I like it. I totally dig it. How are you getting these parts, if you don't mind me asking? I'm asking because this seems to be a cash intensive. You have to go and buy them. I'm thinking. So where's the funding for all of this coming from?
Mostly we fund ourselves. From our own pockets and some genuine family and friends who've been always supportive of what we do. So when they see this, they'll go like, oh, take this and then support. But sometimes you send letters around, you do all the adverts you want to do, and nobody's like actually looking there, like trying to support you. But God being so good, they are very genuine people who actually, their hearts beats for these things. And then when they see that, go like, oh, this is amazing stuff. Just like you have, as you brought me on your show to at least give me that support, that platform to reach out to people. So you've also done a very good thing.
Thank you, Gloria. So if somebody is watching and the person wants to help, how can the person do that?
All right, so our office is at Achimota ABC, second floor, Amankwa Plaza. So Mingle Family International, we have our offices there. And then you can call us on 020-5177-964 or 0244-861-697. You can donate, you can just walk into our office and bring the sanitary parts. If you're very far from us, you can donate cash. We can do that. And we don't limit it to just us alone. Wherever you find yourself, you can decide to buy pad and share in your area for the less privileged, the kaya use. Your hometown. You can just decide to do that on that day, not necessarily pushing everything to us. Yes, we're doing some, but we need to think about our community as well. So it's open for all. And then there's a reminder, awareness that you can do something to help somebody around. Maybe your staff can decide to say, okay, let me buy you pad this, on Friday. Wouldn't that be amazing? Imagine spending money every month on pad. And then you come like, hooray, I have a box of pad for you on this day. It's like, oh, wow, that's so cool. Even on birthdays, we don't get sanitary pads at present.
No.
But it's a cool thing because we spend money on it every month. So imagine in a year how much you spend on pad. Somebody decides to give you like 10 boxes of pad. You have 25 in there times 10. You're good to go, cry.
Yeah, good to go. Give us the number again.
So 020-5177-964 if you want to donate or send, come over and donate a pad. If you want to call us to 0244-861-697. You reach us. And then on the second floor of Amankwa Plaza 1 at Shimota ABC, that's where our office is, Mingle Family International.
Amazing stuff. You see, the reason why this fascinates me is because, and there's a history to this. We went to Kwalegono, the community library, with this book, Abrifi's Red Letter Day. And again, viewers, I strongly recommend that book, Abrifi's Red Letter Day. It speaks about menstruation and all a girl needs to know about menstruation. Good book, And engaging the students on the book and having conversations with them, I realized that there are so many issues that come up with menstruation. It's like it's a conversation that we need to have with young girls. Like young girls need to have information.
Yeah.
We just assume that it's something that happens, and we leave girls with it.
Yeah.
You know, my mother menstruated, I menstruated, she menstruated,
when,
she's fine.
When you want to talk about it, it's not too comfortable for some girls.
We should make it comfortable.
Yeah, it has to be comfortable because it's part of us.
Yes.
You can't do anything about it. It's just like getting pregnant and giving birth. Whatever you do, your tummy is going to shoot out.
Right.
So it's part of us, and it's going to be part of us until we get to menopause. So
we need to know.
We need to know.
So we can manage it really well.
Manage it very well.
Right.
And then rock it very well as well. Yeah.
Right.
So I think that we need to talk about
what
it
to
often.
eat,
what to eat,
what not to
sometimes
eat.
you get mood swings, sometimes you get rude, and you know, and even the men have to know so that they know how to handle their wives at home when it's that time of the month.
Right.
Some people cannot even move; they have to stay in bed
right.
and all that.
Absolutely right. So there's a number in front of the screen. You know, if you want to support Gloria with this initiative, that's the of course the Global World Menstrual Hygiene Day. Gloria wants to send out sanitary pads to inmates of Nsawam prison. I'm sure, like me, you've never thought about that. You know, what happens to the women who end up in prison. When we go there, we give them food, we give them water, we give them drinks, but we never think about that. Meanwhile, every month, every woman menstruates. It's amazing. So if you want to support Gloria, support these women who find themselves in prison, please kindly use that number in front of the screen. Call her. It goes directly to Gloria. Call her. You know, if it's money, if it's actual parts, she needs the parts. So if you have the parts, send it to her. If you want to send her money so she can, you know, buy these parts, do that. Also, she's going to a Drajiri girls' school. You know, over there too, she's going to be donating these sanitary pads. And let me repeat the statistics for you. 95% of girls, 95% of girls sometimes miss school due to menstruation. Think about that for a minute. Because of menstruation. So again, use the number, call Gloria, give her the parts, give her money, let her buy these parts so she can help these girls, at least for a while, you know.
And then we'll look at a sustainable way.
How to sustain it. And like she recommends, if you live around a community, you know a little girl who goes to school, you know, an underprivileged person you know will have trouble getting sanitary pads for herself. Friday, 28th of May would be the day to, you know, be generous, buy a pad and give to her. Let's spread some love. Let's spread some love. One girl, one sanitary pad project. Did you hear that? One girl, one sanitary pad project. I love it. But Gloria, you will come back.
Sure.
And we're going to be having that suicide prevention talk conversation because that's very, very important.
Now it's scary. And we need to look at that.
Right. But just before you go, let's talk about Ringloo for just how long have you been in existence? I wanted to show some pictures of some of the things you've done. If MCR can roll that. You've been in existence for how long?
3 years.
3 years. And what do you do?
So schools that we visit to talk to them about suicide. We've been to Achimota, we've been to West.
So what's happening
West
here?
Africa. Okay, so this one we had a Christmas party for the disabled kids. Yes, so that's what we did.
Where?
At the Medina.
Right.
It's an orphanage, so we went there to have a party. Because normally Boxing Day, people stay with their family to chill and all that. So I decided that no, this time let's move out there and spend it with these disabled kids. Because trust me, they also need that. They were very happy, so that's what it means.
Wow.
And then we shared some back to school projects where, like, after COVID, a lot of kids were going to school. Parents were hard up and then couldn't support. I mean, get all the books. I remember those times when you're going to school and then you get new book, new bag, new pencil. You are so excited about it.
What's happening here?
And this is West Africa Secondary School. That's where we went to have a talk on suicide prevention. Suicide is not an option, so we spoke to the girls. We allowed them to ask questions, what actually battles their mind. And then it was very fruitful, and then realized that the kids came out to speak. It went so well. Yeah, so that's West Africa School. That's where I attended my school. So I actually...
You're an old girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, what's
And this is in some the Adwajiri school. We went to share some books to the girls and also motivate them to study hard, not to give up. We went there and the instructions were not too good. COVID time, social distance, they can't do because their seats and other things were not enough. And then the heat there was serious, you know, but we still motivated them. So we did street feeding.
This is street feeding?
Yes, for the Kayayu. This Kumasi. We did Kumasi and we did Accra. Right. Christmas, that's what we did. So you'll be there, we just pop up and give you some food. You're like, oh, because you aren't expecting it, you know. Right. Yeah, and these people need us to keep moving, not to give up. So basically, that's what we've been doing. Helping society.
Amazing stuff, Gloria. Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Amazing stuff.
Thank you.
Things like this make me happy, you know?
Thank you.
Yeah. Because in our corner, in our little corner, if everybody does something, it'll be a better world, wouldn't it?
We'll be too good to go. Like,
if all of us do something.
I just can't see someone suffer. If I do have, I would have to reach out. That is my nature. I just can't see. Because besides, we've all gone through stages in life. So when you get to a place where you're a bit comfortable, you have to think about those times, how you used to feel and all that. And people are actually going through it. So even one CD, 2 CD, that can put a smile on somebody's face. Why not?
Why not?
You're a better person when somebody else smiles because of you. Yeah.
I love that. Thank you, Gloria.
Thank you, Oma.
Thank you so much.
So grateful.
Thank you so much. And we'll be there with you that day.
Sure.
Yeah, we will. Panafetic is definitely coming.
I can't wait.
Yes,
I can't wait.
We want to capture. We want people to see.
Yeah.
We want to motivate people to do too.
Yeah.
We want everybody to see others do so they can be motivated.
Sure.
Then all of us, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank
you,
Go
Oma.
Gloria and go Winglo Family International.
Go Alma. Go Alma.
So, viewers, this is one segment of the show. We'll take a quick break. I'll introduce my next guest shortly. Stay with us.
Whatever the occasion, with ATL, you can never be out of style. ATL, bringing fabric to life.
Every day, he has a drink filled with malt. Every day, he has a drink filled with malt and milk. Every day, he has a drink filled with malt, milk, and cocoa. Every day, he needs the nutritious goodness of Milo. Milo, the energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved. Every day he looks after his brother and chases a bus. Every day he looks after his brother, chases a bus, and learns new things. Every day he looks after his brother, chases a bus, learns new things, and gets back home. Every day he looks after his brother, chases a bus, learns new things, gets back home, and helps his mom. Phew. That's why every day he needs his cup of Milo filled with the nutritious goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa. Milo, the energy to go further.
From Nestle.
This advert is FDA approved.
Access to quality healthcare does not have to be a chore. At Hag Hospital and Fertility Center, we provide quality and comprehensive health checks for general and special health conditions. We are open each day for consultation on general health conditions. Our trusted physicians are available to provide patient-centered care in these specialized areas. Specialized family physician, fertility and gynecological consultations, pediatric services, dental services, and physiotherapy. We also operate a 24-hour COVID testing center open to the general public with on-demand home care services. For your surgical services, Hag Hospital and Fertility Center has an ultra-modern equipped theater with seasoned surgeons to attend to your needs. Locate us at Izora Roundabout, West Tresako, and Cedar Medical Plaza off the Graphic Road, opposite MTN office. Telephone 0248-299-930. Hag Hospital, your health our priority.
Oh, it's incredible! Bang on target!
Welcome back from the break. If you are just joining in, this is The Couch. My name is Pratt. This evening, our show, like other shows, is going to concentrate, or has been concentrating on philanthropic projects. We are concentrating on all the amazing things that people do in their corners to help make society better. Now, my next guest is Comrade Kofi Annobel. He happens to be Youth League leader of SFG Winneba Collective. That's the Socialist Forum of Ghana. Now, if you watch Pan-African TV, you know that we here at Pan-African TV are socialists, you know. And of course, socialists in Ghana make up the Socialist Forum of Ghana. I'm particularly interested in this one because this is home. You know, this is ours, essentially. So please pay attention and see how you can join in, you know, in this drive. Hi, comrade.
Hi, comrade.
It's great to meet you.
It's good to meet you.
Charlie, your post is not easy. You are the Youth League leader of the SFG Winneba Collective.
Sure.
Wow.
We've been doing this collective. It's a collective, so
Right.
We are handling ourselves collectively. The only difference is that you would have the name to spearhead some of the activities so that the other comrades would also follow suit and then get everything done.
Forgive me, I'm going to ask a few personal questions before
No
we get to
problem.
say. How did you get involved in the Socialist Forum of Ghana?
Well, so the Socialist Forum of Ghana had a mini school in Winneba. You know, Winneba has been one of the avenues of the Socialist Forum of Ghana, considering the Pan-African Today conference that was held in Winneba. After that, the Socialist Forum of Ghana had their own collective in Winneba. And then as time goes on, there are mini schools that are organized for people who are interested to know more. That is the first thing. You want to know more, so that when you get to know more, then you want to come on board. Then we welcome you on board. So I got introduced by a senior comrade, Comrade Emmanuel Bobedin, and then he asked me to come for the mini school. So after the mini school, I was like, comrade, I'm totally into this. Then he asked me, we are into this together. So it's been like a year now since the mini school, a year or two now since the mini school, and it's been a wonderful journey.
Why? What is it about this forum that excites you? So much. I mean, you are young, intelligent, smart, sharp. I like you. What is it about this forum that is fascinating?
Well, I don't know if there is any individual who is against the principles of socialism, the basics of socialism. It is just about ensuring that we have a society that works for all of us. And as a young person, I am not looking at today. For today, there are people already having their own ways of doing things. It's about tomorrow. It's about the future we hope to see. It's about the future we hope to live in. So it's not even about today. And looking at the system as created today, you would want to associate yourself with like-minded people who would kind of cause a change, make something happen that in the near future we would all be beneficiaries of it. So joining the Socialist Forum of Ghana for me has never been a mistake. It was not a mistake joining. And then everything that as an individual I've upheld as a principle, the Socialist Forum of Ghana has seen. So it's kind of a family that I've been born into. It's kind of a family for me.
What's your background? Who are you?
Well, so a young boy from Winneba, both parents from Winneba, a very humble beginning, started basic school. I've never been into a private school before since I got born. I should make that point. Basic school, Universal JHS in Winneba, went on to senior high school. Then I'm now reading my first degree in University of Education, Winneba, a political science education. So that has been me.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, very impressive. So would you recommend Socialist Forum of Ghana? Would you recommend the forum to other young people? You being the youth league leader for the SFG Winneba Collective, is this a forum you would recommend to other young people?
Well, if you are not interested in the Socialist Forum of Ghana, be interested in me. At least at the end of the day, you know that there is this young guy who has set apart all things, not looking at today, looking at the future. You should be interested to know something. And for me, looking at what the Socialist Forum is about, 100% I would recommend it for any young person who wants to make a change in the kind of oppressive system that has been created already. It's casted already. And if we are not ready to make any changes, then the only thing that we are looking at is to go and fall into the already casted pit that in the future we are not hoping for it. There is so much cause, and I'm not the one to say it. We've been all over social media, especially this hashtag fix the country trend, and you know, Ghanaian youths are gradually becoming politically conscious. They are becoming politically active and knowing what is going on around them. And you know, some of these things you would have to shape your ideologies. You have to know the line you are towing before you could be able. If you don't know so much about what you're doing, you know, most of the things that is going on social media, I monitor them and I'm like, okay, so if these people actually know what socialism is about, they would know that at the end of the day, whatever they are crying for, whatever they are asking for, whatever the youths are opening up to ask for are actually principles of socialism. Because in socialism, you are entitled to basic needs. You don't have to be crying for healthcare. You don't have to be crying for education. You don't have to be crying for water, for electricity. These are basic to the lives of individuals. And all over social media, young people are crying over this. Why? Because it has been in a lack. And some parts in the lack, some parts is been insufficient and all that. The principles of socialism indicate that this should be basic. So when we have so many young people on board, we are ready to make changes. We are ready to cause things to happen the way we want to see it. And I think I'm not the one to even recommend it. As young as you are, if you really want to make a change, then socialism is the way to go.
Right. Right. So if I understand what you are saying correctly, you are saying that the young people of Ghana today, politically conscious, need this country fixed, but there has to be some structure to all the activities and all the thoughts that are running around. It can't have to be, you know,
spontaneous and happening in
it has to be
should have to be a clear-cut direction that we are all following. It should be principle-based. We should be following a set of Sure.
And for you, socialism
is the way to go.
Is the answer, because you're saying that it's natural. Well, I think it's natural. It's natural to everything that we speak about. Okay, so tell me about this specific project that the Socialist Forum of Ghana, Winneba Collective is undertaking.
Well, so we, after March 2020, most of us have been indoors, especially, and we've kind of trying to adjust to whatever is going on around us. And some of the things that we used to do even before COVID came to visit, we are not doing them anymore. For example, going about our normal early morning jogging duties, stretching here and there. Most of us have not been doing it. And then since the restrictions are being eased gradually, some of us have started it individually, but as a collective, we've not done this together. So we thought of it through, and we were like, okay, so the Socialist Forum of Ghana, Winneba Collective, we would want to get out there. We want to shake ourselves more, we want to walk around small, jog small, so that we get our bodies back on track. We know that we cannot do everything without strong health, so we need health. So we want to go out there, stretch small, walk small. We have some beautiful beach sceneries in Winneba. At least get there, do some aerobics, 1 or 2, then we take it right from there. So that was the initial plan. But later we thought that, okay, it would be necessary that we engage other youth groups in Winneba. We bring other youth groups on board so that they will also come and partner what we're doing, and then all together would have these plans that the Socialist Forum of Ghana has taught you. So basically, it is a health work that we seek. The Winneba collective of the SFG seeks to partner other youth groups in Winneba so that we would have it coming this Saturday.
Right. So the Socialist Forum of Ghana, Winneba collective, is organizing a health walk on
29th of May, this very Saturday. Yes, please.
29th of May.
Yes, please.
Saturday.
Yeah.
What time?
5 a.m. in the morning.
5?
Yeah.
Why don't you don't want to sleep?
It's something that it's going to be maybe a lengthy period or something. Right. Something small to stretch ourselves. You know, we can't overburden ourselves too, because we've been indoors for quite a long time.
But so 5? Why not 6?
5 by 5 a.m., 5:30 we are together. Probably by 6 when we shut down it at 6 a.m. then we are going at 7 a.m. Right. So whilst we want to go at 7 a.m. then it's appropriate that maybe we schedule at 5 a.m. so that by 5:30, 6 o'clock we are already out there. Yes, please.
And we can all move. Where?
We are starting at Winneba Traffic Light. Then we take a few walks through some principal streets in Winneba. Then we finally end at Socialist Beach in Winneba, so that we can do
Socialist Beach.
Yes. One of the most popular beaches in Winneba, so that we do some few aerobics here and there, stretch, and then after that we do a lot of socialization. We do a lot of networking and then partner. That is actually one of the main aims that we seek to advance. Right. You know. Since we began this project, we started speaking to so many youth groups in Winneba. Most of them have beautiful ideas, most of them have very beautiful thoughts and visions, goals that they are following. But then there seem not to be that connection between most of us and the youth groups in Winneba. So what we seek to do is to bring ourselves on board. We just walk around. When we are done with that, most of us get the time to speak to each other, so that under the umbrella of the Socialist Forum of Ghana Winneba Collective, we will get most of the youth groups to connect with each other, to have conversations, to talk about the very pressing needs of the youth in Winneba, so that at the end of the day we would strategize as to how and where we will get to the bottom of some of the problems that get to it, because individually in our various groups we are doing so much. But then when we bring ourselves together as youth in Winneba, we can do much more than we are doing now. So that is one thing that we seek to achieve, that at the end of the day, after coming together to stretch ourselves, after coming together to do everything, this youth group will meet this youth group meets, so that we network ourselves, we bring our energies together, we sum up our strength, then we'll be able to strategize and face the very problems that are facing us as youth in Winneba.
Absolutely. Okay, so on the flyer I saw attire.
Yes.
So there's a prescribed attire.
Initially we were thinking it would have been appropriate to get something that all of us would have.
Like plain t-shirts.
Yes, a plain t-shirt, a white t-shirt. But later we were like, okay, so this is something that we are just about starting. It's a step. It's a single step. So anything that anyone will have, but preferably anything white, red or black top that you add to anything sporty, so that you together get this program a success. That will be okay. But yes, initially we prescribed something white, but later when we met the other groups, some of the groups had their own matters already.
Well.
So we're like, no problem, you can bring that on board, and we all take it there.
Okay, so who are these other groups that you are partnering?
Well, so if I try to mention names, I think I might forget some, but I remember Anointing Youth Club, I remember Royalty Singing Group, we have Loyalty, Copa, Junction, Mango, Celeste Association, we have Riches Empire, so many of them actually, so many of them that will be able to meet for now. And the interesting thing is that they all have something that they are doing peculiar to their group, and then what we seek to achieve at the end of the day is to bring all these heads on board, bring all these hands on board, so that the very problems that faces at youth in Winneba will be able to address them. Because when you meet some of the groups, for example, yesterday we were speaking to a singing group in Winneba. They are brilliant young men, and you know Winneba is a town of music, so when you talk about music, we have great voices in Winneba. These young men have brought themselves together, and they are a singing group, amazing voices, and what they seek to get will differ from what Riches Ember seeks to get. But then when we all sum up our strengths together to help Royalty to get this, then it means gradually you are getting to where Riches is also getting. So for example, yesterday when we met them, we were talking about the fact that in the whole of Winneba, over the years there have been so many good voices, so many singing groups and others erupting day in and day out. But then it interests you to know that if any of these groups want to get a good recorded music, they would have to travel outside Winneba. They would have to go to maybe Kaswa or Swedru or any neighboring town. So what about the youth in Winneba bring ourselves together? We get about 20,000 youths who are like-minded. We demand from authorities that we want a recording studio, a well-built recording studio for all the singing groups in Winneba to have access to a very good recording studio that can do their music. I think that will work out. But if we leave that to the singing group alone to go after that and make sure it happens, probably they might not get the answers that we seek to get. But when we bring ourselves together, 20,000 youths demanding for one single thing, that the government is saying is giving us $1 million per constituency, municipal assembly. We want our $1 million to be used for a music studio for all our singing groups. I think that in its entirety would benefit all of us. Then maybe after that we are moving. No, this place, they also want this. With that notwithstanding, we also want to bring these hands on board so that as far as possible we can be helping ourselves to solve some of our petty problems. For example, we met at other youth groups, and just behind where they have their meetings, there is this drainage system that has been there for God knows how long. No one has attended to them. So when we met them, well, okay, so we can donate about 2 bags of cement for you. Then you can also get some labor so that they can also work on this. That is our so just imagine if we have about 10 youth groups, and then each one of these youth groups is coming with a bag of cement or a bucket of water to help the construction. We are individually going to do something, but collectively we are going to do much more than. So that is the overall intent, that at the end of the day, after going to whatever we will do on Saturday, we want to create that connection, we want to create that union, we want to create that kind of familiarity, so that when this huge group is doing this, they can fall on this. When we all bring our heads together, we know which line to toe, what to ask first, what our priorities are, and then what we are following. So that is actually the main
amazing stuff. Amazing stuff. So a lot of these youth groups coming together with the Socialist Forum, Winneba Collective, to form a collective, essentially
to form a collective.
Walk around a bit, you know, stretch your muscles, you know, keep fit, exercise a bit, and then socialize on issues that affect you as the youth of Winneba. I love it. I totally love it. Great initiative. Can somebody just wake up and join you guys? Assuming I live in Winneba and I'm not a member of any youth organization, can I just put on my t-shirt and come out and join you?
Everyone is warmly welcomed as far as you would want to come. And in fact, this is a two-dimensional thing that we're doing. The first is that we are actually doing something for our health, and every individual, as far as we are concerned, has to get strong health. So if that is the aspect you are interested in, no problem. You are warmly welcomed. And then after that, the kind of interactions we have, the socialization, the network, and that is also open. So you can also get the chance to join the who knows whose employer will be there to talk to you and listen to, okay, so I like this guy, I want to employ you or something. So that is the essence of what to do. So anyone at all is welcomed. The only thing is that we are mindful of everything that we are going to do. We know the times we are in, we know the situations to find ourselves. So we are, as far as practicable, we're going to make sure that everything is under control and that things don't get out of hand. So even the numbers that we are expecting, we are kind of capping it so that we don't get overboard. This is the first step.
It's an introductory.
Sure. To so many things that we wish to do. So this is actually the first step. So to the number of people who hear us elsewhere, they would want to join us, but they won't get a chance to join us. No problem. This is kind of the first step. There are so many other things that are in the pipeline. That in the course of time, I think we would have conversations around them, and then we invite everyone on board to champion them.
So let's remind everybody. This is on Saturday.
This is on Saturday,
the 29th of May. Where?
Winneba traffic light. That is where
traffic light.
Yes. That is where we are, 5 a.m. That's where we are coming. So by 5 a.m., by 5:30 a.m., we are all there. Latest by 6 a.m., we've left the converging area to go around. The route is actually not too long a route, so even people who are not too strong can even join us. It's a very
can join.
Sure. It's not quite a lengthy route. It's a very short route that we can. The ultimate is the aerobics, so that at least you can jump small, you can throw your hands small.
Who's going to be leading the aerobics?
We have a team of professionals. You know, UW has an aerobics team. There's actually a sports college there, so we have people there who have been leading our aerobics. So we are contacting people there to come in. So you're actually coming to meet a professional to take you to the aerobics.
Will the other collectives from the other parts of Ghana join you?
So far, we know of the Accra Collective. The Accra Collective is coming to join us, and then we are doing this in partnership with the UW Collective. The UW Collective is a collective under the Winneba Collective, but then we are also trying to give them their autonomy. There are so many processes that we are going through. There is a school that is even coming on for them, a mini school, so that they also get the consciousness that they need. They also get the education that they need. Then we can allow them to also be on us. So the UW Collective, the Accra Collective is also coming to join us. Plus the number of youth groups that we've been able to speak to, they will also join us, and then you will be
exciting, just exciting. So if I'm watching this right now and I'm like, ooh, I'm psyched, I like this, I want to join. How do I join? How do I join the Socialist Forum of Ghana?
Well, so the Socialist Forum Ghana is open to any young person out there, anyone who is willing to even know more about socialism. Sometimes it's not even about it's not even about coming to join. It's just about knowing what we are about, so that at the end of the day, if the interest is there, which it will obviously come, you would want to come and join us. So there are so many numbers that you can call. You can call the convener, you can call the secretary, you can call myself, you can call the deputy secretary. So let me give you one number that what we call 0561 400 750 0561 400 750. You can speak to the youth organizer, and then you speak to the organizer. Okay, I am. I am.
I can speak to you.
Yeah, you can speak to me. I don't know how to say you can speak to me. People would want to call soon, but I can speak to the youth organizer. So 0561400750. Maybe in the course of time, we will give out the other numbers that you can contact as far as the collective is concerned, so that you can reach us when there is any other conversation to be had.
Right. But there are collectives across the country.
Yeah, there are so many collectives. If we are looking at how things are going, we are looking at maybe the end of this year organizing a big program in Winneba that will bring collectives from Wa, Boko, Boliga, Tamale. We have so many collectives all around the country. So we are looking at having a major event, maybe in the later part of the year, looking at how things are now. By then, we are sure that things would have normalized to a certain extent that would give us the permission to organize such programs, so that we can invite communities all around the country to come and join us. You know, the beginning of this year, we hosted the Accra Collective, the Krapim Collective to a dinner, should I say, a dinner in Winneba. So we are fan of that.
Wait. You guys had dinner without me.
I'm not sure if you were there, but
I would know if I was there. I mean, come on. I'm telling you, I was not there.
okay. So, a lot of comrades, Pratt was there. A few other comrades from the collective.
People enjoyed on my behalf. I hear.
Yes, people enjoyed on your behalf actually. So we have so many other activities in the line that in the course of time, I think when they need be, you would also come here and share with your viewers. And as many people would want to join us, you would warmly welcome them, and then together will cause a change. And then the theme for the work, we are saying that a united step for a better tomorrow.
I was just about to add.
Yeah, so a united step for a better tomorrow. So we are looking at step for a better step for a better tomorrow. So we are looking at a better tomorrow, but then the better tomorrow cannot take a single step. It will take a united step. To take the step between myself, take the step between other people, to a united step with all the groups on board. We are bringing our steps together. It's a united step for a better tomorrow that we are looking at. So that is the thing for the Saturday's walk.
Thank you so much, comrade.
Thank you, comrade, for having
me. You've excited me more, about the Winneba Collective, Socialist Forum of Ghana. Great stuff. Great stuff. You guys are very innovative. Are you not the same collective that did the bonfire?
Yes, we did the beach bonfire.
What are you doing? Some other collective.
We take clues from it. We are setting the pace so they can take clues from it.
The Winneba Collective is winning.
Sure.
You guys are great initiatives, great exciting projects, that you guys undertake. I like it. I hope that all the other collectives up their game, so that we make the Socialist Forum of Ghana as lit as it is.
Sure, at least as it is.
So thank you for coming.
Thank you so much for having me.
Project. Thank you for the initiative, and
Viva to socialism.
Viva socialism. Right. So we will be right back with the last project. I won't say who, you'll find out in a few minutes, but I have been talking to Comrade Kofi Annabelle. He happens to be the youth league leader of the Socialist Forum of Ghana, Winneba Collective. Great initiative, again, going to work, socialize and connect, for all of these youth groups within Winneba, all of the youth associations and organizations to meet and, connect, socialize on issues that affect them, and try to, like he said, find local solutions to local problems within their locality. Amazing stuff. But then all of this is under the umbrella of the Socialist Forum of Ghana. We are making change one step at a time. Viva socialism, viva. We'll be right back.
It's incredible! Bang on target!
Every day, he has a drink filled with malt. Every day, he has a drink filled with malt and milk. Every day he has a drink filled with malt, milk, and cocoa. Every day he needs the nutritious goodness of Milo. Milo, the energy to go further. This advert is FDA approved. Every day he looks after his brother and chases a bus. Every day he looks after his brother, chases a bus, and learns new things. Every day he looks after his brother, chases a bus, learns new things, and gets back home. Every day he looks after his brother, chases a bus, learns new things, gets back home, and helps his mom. Phew. That's why every day he needs his cup of Milo filled with the nutritious goodness of malt, milk, and cocoa. Milo, the energy to go further.
From Nestle.
This advert is FDA approved.
Access to quality healthcare does not have to be a chore. At Hag Hospital and Fertility Center, we provide quality and comprehensive health checks for general and special health conditions. We are open each day for consultation on general health conditions. Our trusted physicians are available to provide patient-centered care in these specialized areas. Specialized family physician, fertility and gynecological consultations, pediatric services, dental services, and physiotherapy. We also operate a 24-hour COVID testing center open to the general public with on-demand home care services. For your surgical services, Hag Hospital and Fertility Center has an ultra-modern equipped theater with seasoned surgeons to attend to your needs. Locate us at Izora Roundabout, West Tresako, and Cedar Medical Plaza off the Graphic Road, opposite MTN office. Telephone 0248-299-930. Hag Hospital, your health our priority.
Whatever the occasion, with ATL, you can never be out of style. ATL, bringing fabric to life.
The show Still the Couch with me, Pratt. This evening philanthropic project. We've done 2 projects so far. The Mingle Family International with a pad, for a girl, going all the way to Insawan Prison, and also the secondary school to donate sanitary pads to prison inmates and young secondary school girls. Good stuff. Second project was for the Socialist Forum of Ghana, a Winneba collective, organizing a health walk, a socialization, what do I call it, a venture, and a way to connect, all the youth groups within the Winneba enclave for development, within the Winneba community. Amazing stuff. Now, we have the Zungu's Drive Initiative. Zungu's Drive Initiative, and we're going to be finding out all the wonderful things that they also have up their sleeves. Hi, guys.
Hi.
So, there's Amira Ahmed Ayendi.
Yes.
Hey, did I do well with the name?
Yes, please.
Did I mess it up?
No.
And Amira is the executive member of Zungu's Drive Initiative.
Yes.
And then there's Mamudu Musa Badamasi, the son of my producer.
Yeah, sure. Sure about that.
Right. And you are the founder of the Zungu's Drive Initiative.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. Good stuff. And then there's Muhammad Zayan. Oh, you're laughing at me.
It's Mohammed Zayan.
Sorry?
Mohammed Zayan.
Mohammed. Oh, but Mohammed is
It's all the same. It's all the same. Yeah.
But the spelling is the spelling is really different.
Yeah, sure.
So your spelling is different.
Yeah.
Okay, so Mohammed Zayn.
Yeah. Mohammed Zayan Jibril.
Zayan Jibril. I love your name actually. Lovely name.
Really?
And you are the financial secretary of the Zungu's Drive Initiative.
Yeah, sure.
Amazing stuff. Welcome, guys. Welcome,
you.
guys.
Thank
So, what is this initiative? Tell me about the Zungu's Drive Initiative.
Yeah, the Zungu Drive Initiative is an initiative started by me and some of my
please
friends.
speak up a little bit for me.
It was started by me and some of my friends in the community, as we saw some of the things going on in the community that we are not okay with. Then we feel like through the organization, like letting it be a channel through which the kind of development we want to see in our society and our community, everyone will use that channel to see that development in our community. Yeah, I think that's why.
Right. So, Amira, how did you become the executive member?
I was introduced to this organization by a cousin. Yeah, she told me a lot about them and then their projects. She told me about what they wanted to do. I was much interested in helping others. Yes, so that's how I joined. I went for their meetings.
Oh, they have meetings?
Yes, we have weekly meetings, Fridays and Sundays at 8 p.m. every week here. So I always go for their meetings, and then normally when we talk about it's encouraging to be in such an organization.
Where do you have your meetings?
At Zungu, in one school in Zungu. I don't remember.
You don't remember the name of the school, but it says where? Which of the Zungus?
Islamic
Abusukan, yeah. Abusukan, Sabon Zungu. Zungu, Sabon Zungu, yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
You know the meaning of Zungu.
Educate me. I mean,
Okay.
I'll take the education. So what is
When
the
we
meaning
talk
of
about
Zungu?
Zungu, technically, means maybe travelers camp or maybe an overstop. You understand? You get me? But then linguistically, it means like, what should I say? I don't know how to say this. Maybe where Muslims reside or live. So you get me?
Right.
When we talk of Zungu, that's what we mean.
Where Muslims reside
Or live. Yeah.
or live. And
That's the linguistical meaning.
right.
And
But
when you go technically, maybe travelers camp.
travelers camp. Is that a literal
Yeah,
meaning?
camp.
Travelers camp.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Travelers
Or a
camp.
stopover.
Or a stopover.
Yeah.
So you see so many
That's technically.
Ibanese and
Right.
outsiders around that
Right.
area. Yeah.
Travelers camp means that it's not. It's like a settlement.
Yeah.
Yes.
Kind of.
It's
Exactly.
like a settlement. Right. Good stuff. Okay. So how did you become the financial secretary? Do you like money?
Of course.
I like him. He said, of course.
Sure.
Everyone loves
Everyone likes
Don't
money.
you tell me about it.
And then
Right.
you can't live without money.
I know. How did you become the financial secretary?
Well, I was just home doing my stuff. I'm schooling at University of Professional Studies.
Right.
So I was just there, and then my boss came to see me. That this, I've already had something like that in mind, but then how to come about it was kind of a problem. Until then, he meets me, and then we discussed with other colleagues to see how. So they just studied my field, and then you see, kind of like an expert power something. So I fit in over there. So I was just, you get me?
Yeah, he was just handed.
I get you.
Yeah. He was just handed the position. That's what he's trying to say.
Right.
because that's
his
true.
expertise.
Yeah.
Why? What are you studying in school?
Business administration.
So you guys thought, well, why not get the business administration student
Yeah.
to handle our finances? Good stuff. What do you do? What does Zungu's Drive Initiative do? What do you guys do?
Well, it's just, our vision is to, as it is written over there, to promote change through social interventions. That's our key thing. Because we are lacking. We are far behind. And then we need people to come about and then help to maybe make Zungu a better place, and then to wear off the mindset, the way other people think about we the Zungus. It kind of eats us up. So we just thought it's wise to take that initiative to clear that off, and then make the life of people residing in there a better one.
I love it. So far, what have you done? Right? So this is your dream, to see a better Zungu. You want to come together, you want to change things around in the Zungus, you want to change people's mindsets in the Zungu, you want to make people's lives better in the Zungu. Great. How have you done anything towards this dream?
We started not long ago.
So you can talk me through the pictures for us.
Sure.
What's happening here?
During the Ramadan, we embarked on a project to share maybe foodstuffs to the less privileged, so that they could also feel maybe kind of get a vibe.
I get the vibe. I get the vibe.
Sure.
Right. Okay. So this is you guys sharing food to the less privileged.
Yeah.
Where?
In our community.
Right.
Yeah. In our community.
There are a lot of less privileged people based in our communities. Yes.
You know, I just wish you
Street
could one day
children.
come along with us and then.
I will come along.
Yeah,
Just
sure.
invite me.
Just
That's
invite
all you
me.
have to do,
Just see.
guys. When you invite me, I will come
And
along.
then if you see, I think you would even like to help, because
Sure.
we have a lot of problems we need to see to.
But you are all students, right?
Yeah,
Yes.
sure.
All
Yeah.
students.
So you are first year?
No,
What year?
that year.
Third year at UPSC, studying business administration. How about you?
First year at Kolebu Nursing and Midwifery
Oh,
Training
you're a
College.
nurse.
Yes.
Yeah.
A nurse or a midwife?
Nurse.
You're a nurse. Oh, first year. And you?
Yeah, I completed SHS
Right.
and I'll be applying this year.
You'll be applying this
Yes,
year. Wow. So how are you guys funding these projects?
We have dues that we pay at the end
You
of
pay
every meeting.
dues. How much?
Just 5 cents.
5 cedis every month.
No,
No, weekly.
weekly.
Every week you pay 5. I mean,
But then aside that, when running a project, we have donors who we come between them and then our immediate beneficiaries.
right.
Yeah. So between them, the little we get from them, we add to what we have on board and then make it something.
So are there any donors you want to acknowledge?
Yeah.
Tonight? This would be a great time to say thank
Actually-
you. So go
actually,
ahead.
I want to say a big thank you to, I think, first in mind is Serkin Samari, that's
The chief of youth in our community.
the name of the person of Alhaji Salim Abokiango, Honorable. My big shout outs to him. He's been with us since day one, and then some youths, other youths. We have the Live Your Life, we have the TWT, we have a whole lot of them. And then the Shamakis, and yeah, you know them more than I do. He's the one who is into that.
Yeah, please go ahead.
The Shamaki is something like the chief of defense of the community.
Right. Hey, there's a chief of defense of the
Yeah.
community.
Yeah.
Oh dear.
So Shamaki is the chief of defense.
Okay.
Yeah, he actually made me engage the elders in the community. At first, we were doing it just like that without their consent. So one day, I was going to submit an envelope to the chief of youth, that's Serkin Samari, the one Zayan just acknowledged. So I met him and I gave him one of the envelopes, and then he said to me, Mahmoud, now the Zungu that you are seeing now is different from our other Zungu. The Zungu you are seeing now is different. There's law in the community. So you can't just come with an initiative like that and then trying to go on a project without the consent of the elders in the community. So I will advise you to go to the chief and then show yourself up and then tell them what you are up to. So he gave me a day to come and follow him. So that he sent me to the chief of youth. So we went to Circuit Samari and then we sat down. He gave me advice, he encouraged us, and then even donated to us to fund the project. So Shamaki and then Circuit Samari, they are the people in the 2 guys or 2 men in the Council of Elders who have helped us a lot.
Right.
Yeah. They have helped us a lot.
And we say a big thank you to them.
Absolutely.
We really appreciate their effort.
Is there any projects you are working on presently?
Presently,
Yes,
I think it's about...
Let's talk about that.
Yeah,
Sanitation.
the sanitation project.
The sanitation project. Let's talk. Let's tell me about the sanitation.
I know you will say why that.
Oh, no, I don't have a problem. Sanitation is great.
Yes.
But so what's your project? What are you doing? I want to hear.
In Zungu community, I would say only Zungu community. Other communities too are a bit dirty, but sanitation in Zungu it's poor. So we would like to educate Zungu people about the good effects of keeping the environment clean. Yeah. So our project, we would like to provide dustbins in each street in the Zungu community, at least 10 on each street. Yeah, and then even before providing the dustbins, we will have to educate them on sanitation. Some people might keep these dustbins personal, like as and it's for the household, like you wouldn't have the right to just drop off something when you're passing by. Yeah, so we have to educate them on it. We make sure they understand the reason why we brought it there. It's not personal dustbin, it's for the community. And then I think good sanitation promotes health. Most children out there play around the place. The place is dirty. I think it will cause, how do I call it? Diseases, yes.
Pandemic, use coronavirus. So it's a good idea.
It's a great idea, but how do you hope to execute this idea?
Yeah, we started planning on it not far.
Okay.
Yeah, we started planning on it. I think our research meeting, that's what was placed. Our research executive meeting, that was what was placed on board. And then we were discussing it. We know it's going to take us time, and then we need support from all angles to be able to do, because it's a big project. Because providing dustbins in a whole community is not easy. Because
just as she said, I just had to chip it. Just as she said, some use it for maybe personal stuff, the dustbins that we provide. I remember some while ago, Zoom Lion provided some things, dustbins for at any spot for maybe littering, just a kind of rubbish and stuffs. People ended up using it as maybe water bags. That was what happened.
I witnessed one.
People ended up using it as water bags. So
yesterday, when on what they are saying someone may take a dustbin personal. Yesterday I was walking in Abusukai. There was something like, it's a sack bag, but you can see that it's a dustbin. That's their dustbin. So I was holding a bottle, because I started this. Anytime I'm holding something, I don't throw it. I'll find a better place to put it or litter it or dispose, because I want to set an example.
Right.
So because if you don't start with yourself, you can't go and preach someone to do the right thing.
Right.
So for like 1 year I've been doing this, like with the help of my sister in SHS called Judith Ossetiti. She trained me with that, because I was there. Anytime I'm holding a bin, I'll just throw it away. Pure water, I'll throw it away. So anytime I throw it away, she'll pick it and put it in my bag. Anytime I reach home, I'll see it inside. So 3 times, 4 times, so it became part of me.
Right.
So I started. So from SHS 2 till today, anytime I'm holding something, I'll hold it till I reach home, or I'll find a better place to place it. Yeah. So today I was working, yesterday I was working in Abusokai, so I was holding a bottle of Apera, the bottle. So I found a sack. You can see that it's a dustbin. I placed it inside. A woman with a shop. She said, "Hey gentleman, come back." who told you it's your baller? Pick it. I looked at her. It's like, pick it. So I asked her, so will she be happy if I had thrown it in front of her shop? She said, that one, it doesn't matter. I was just going to pick it. Because I don't want, because people already have that perception that Zungu boys are rowdy. So I didn't want to make any comments. So I just went back to the dustbin and picked it. I held it around to my house. And I went to the space.
But it is rubbish she has there.
It is rubbish.
But she doesn't want people to put it.
She prefers you
I don't
put it
understand.
rather on the floor.
I just don't understand.
Dustbin.
So this
She's the one going to
common ones.
So this is the problem we are facing. Everyone, if you place the dustbin, the person will be like, because it's in front of his house,
Right.
so it says.
It's my bin.
Yeah.
Yes.
So don't put your bin
Don't put
inside
your
my
bin
bin.
inside.
Sure.
Even though
That's
it is a bin.
Yes.
That's the problem we are facing.
So
Right.
it is
You have a lot of work to do.
a lot.
easy.
A lot.
It's not easy
My
at all.
goodness. Wow. So it's actually a mindset, isn't it?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
It's a mindset.
Yeah, it's a mindset.
That's harder to fight. It's harder to fight mindsets than mere actions, isn't it?
Yeah.
Wow. Amazing. I wish you more, reason. But I like your approach. I mean, if we all do that, we won't have a problem. You start with the self. So if I decide that I want litter, I won't put rubbish just anywhere. And I am conscious and I'm always careful. And you are, and you are, and you are. I don't think that will have any problem.
Yeah, sure.
Right?
For me personally, I always feel guilty when I'm even going to drop something on the floor. So I end up putting it in my pocket.
Right.
So when I get home, or maybe convenient place that there is bins around, I just litter it there.
Because really, when you put it there, what happens to it? It won't vanish.
No.
Yeah, sure.
Someone will put it
And
into
then
a
it ends
gutter.
up in the
Gutter
gutter
will
and
choke.
And then if you see our gutters, it's full of packs,
Right.
bottle,
Right.
Pure water rubbers.
Right.
all those things. So it's not like they are
And then you
they are-
know when it's raining, there are categories of people who come out with their maybe rubbish bins to pour it in the gutter so that the rain
the rainwater will wash it
Yes.
away. So it ends up in our community sometimes.
It
So-
floods our community.
Sure.
That's what causes flooding, isn't it?
Yes.
Sure. That
Choke gutters.
So we're planning that we'll block all the gutter entries to like, so it will be like we'll block all the gutter entries into Zungu. So even when you even throw a dustbin, it will be blocked because we place a seal. So our gutter entries will be sealed. So that
Why not
nothing
a
like
net? Instead of, I don't know how you intend to seal it, but if you seal with a net, then at least the water can come through, but the rubbish won't
Yeah,
come
it will
through.
be a net and wire
sure.
gauze.
Wag, right.
Okay.
Right. That's a good idea.
Oh,
so
right,
the
that'd be
rubbish will not
better.
follow
But
the
then-
water.
the thing is, you see, it starts from somewhere.
Right.
So like, I mean, it gets out from there. When it ends up being sealed, you see, maybe getting the rubbish out would end up being a problem. So like, we need to tackle the base
Problem from all
from
sources.
scratch. We need to
You
go
want-
back from scratch. Yeah.
Sorry. You want to work with Zoom Lion for this project. You want
Have
to
you contacted them?
Nope.
We are working on it.
We are working on it.
I hope Zoom Lion is watching, and I
Yes,
hope that they
Yeah.
see that your intentions
We'll be
are
coming.
pure.
We'll be
That you-
coming. They are in our list. Not only them,
Right.
even
So,
the Qualiplast company.
right.
Yeah, I learned they distributed beans recently
So you're
to
going
some
to them from
communities.
bins.
So they will also need their help.
Contact all of
And
them.
then even the ambassador of science, even the AME boss.
Yeah, contacting
Yeah,
all of them. I like
inshallah.
your Vim.
Yeah.
I really like your Vim. Vim is great.
Oh,
I like it. And I
thank
pray that
you.
all of these organizations are watching you. And when you knock on their doors, I hope that they open those doors really, really wide.
Inshallah.
So that we can all do great stuff. If somebody's watching, the person wants to contact you, how should the person do this? How does anybody contact you?
I think our contacts are there on the screen.
Oh, your contacts are, hey, you've been watching the screen, eh?
Yeah, I just saw it.
Okay, so the contacts are on the screen. If you're watching now and you're, moved, you want to help with all of these great ideas that these amazing young people have, please do contact them. using the numbers in front of the screen?
Not particularly help though.
Sorry?
We want members to, because there is this saying 2 heads are better than one.
Right. You need members to join the organization.
Oh. Sure.
See
particularly
ourselves.
from the Zungos, so that we work hand in hand. You see, so we need to get this kind of, we need to get to this kind of point, like where maybe attention will be given to us, and then we can't do that. So we need a lot of maybe Zungos together, see, kind of a community to make this happen.
Absolutely. Okay, so final words, guys. What are your final words to the viewers?
Individual words, individually or
collectively.
Okay.
Sure, Zayan, go on. Yeah.
We would like to say thank you to every one of you, everyone watching us out there. Like, it's nice being here, and then I know a lot of people are out there watching us. A big thank you to everyone.
Thank you. A big thank you to you guys. Let me say thank you to you, Amira Hamida Yendi, executive member, Mahmoud Musa Badamasi, founder, Mohammed Zayan Jibril, financial secretary. All of you are from Zungu's Drive Initiative. You guys make my heart very happy, to see young people looking around you, seeing a problem, forming an organization by yourselves and deciding to do something, actually doing something. We've seen pictures of the projects that you've done in the past, and this new project that you have to clean the community, amazing stuff. I hope that those of you watching would use the numbers that were in front of the screen, and you'd call them up and help them. They actually need more hands, so they want more members to join them. Amira was saying that 2 heads are better than 1, so more members to join when they are going on their cleaning initiatives, to also Zoom Lion and all these organizations that Mahmoud mentioned. They will be knocking your doors. Please open those doors wide.
Especially the AMA boss.
Especially the AMA boss, right? Especially you, the AMA boss.
Yeah.
Mahmoud will be coming to knock on your door. Please open up, please. So we can keep our Zungu communities clean. Thank you. Well, let me announce to you, our viewers, that there would be a special documentary on African Liberation Day, and this documentary is broadcasting here on Pan-African TV today, this evening, from 9 p.m. That is right after this show to 10 p.m. today. It's a joint production by the Socialist Forum of Ghana, Pan-African Television, and Africa Rising. So don't miss it. Don't go nowhere. Don't get up. As soon as I'm out of here, the documentary starts. Thank you, guys. Thank you for watching. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.
New Lucky Electricals Company Limited, the leading name